a woman came home to find that an umbrella, which should have taken 3 days to fix, was already repaired by her husband in just one day. He collapsed on the floor from exhaustion and fell asleep. They were so poor they had to pick rotten vegetable leaves from the field. Even the rice jar was completely empty. At that moment she truly felt the weight of being broke. She was always proud, but now she forced a fake smile and begged the landlord to give her child something to eat. Many times she felt like she couldn't go on. With no other options, she went to her grandmother for help, but her uncle kept scolding her. When her grandmother asked what was wrong, she couldn't say a word, just cried. That night, her husband gently patted her back. She thought of her mother who had passed away. She felt like she was a little kid again, safe in her mother's arms. Just then, a voice called from outside the door. Grandma had come in the middle of the night. She pulled out a savings passbook from her pocket and pressed it into her hand, telling her to buy a boat. This was the money Grandma had saved before the war from selling rice soup. Her lifetime of savings. Grandma also told her that before her mother died, she had come to see Grandma. She was afraid that after she passed, her children wouldn't remember her face. So she asked Grandma to go with her to a photo studio to take a portrait, a photo to leave behind. At that time, her mother made one last request to Grandma. If my tongue-tied daughter ever comes to you for help, that means her life has become unbearable. Just help her once, no more, no less. And she urged Grandma to take the money and live a good life. Soon after, they used that money to buy their own fishing boat. Watching his wife dance with joy, her husband couldn't hide his smile either. Then suddenly something unexpected happened. Warm liquid ran down the woman's legs. She realized her water had broken. Her husband didn't waste a second. He frantically dragged over a cart, pulled his wife on it, and rushed to the hospital. And so they welcomed their second child. Life gradually got better. They were expecting a third child. Her mother-in-law, who had wanted a grandson, and her grandmother changed their attitude toward her. They would come to visit her and the children. They even hoped the family would move back in with them, but she refused. That evening, her husband took the day's catch to give to the landlord, to thank them for all their years of kindness, because they had bought a house and were moving out. And the house he bought was the very home where her mother used to live. He remembered his wife once saying that from the age of 6, she would climb over the mountains to come here to find her mom. Every season, summer or winter, whenever she had a chance, she would run and call out Mom along the way. Being able to say Mom was such a happy thing. From that day on, they finally had a home of their own. To celebrate the new house, her husband bought her a mother-of-pearl cabinet. They decorated their new home together. The family of 5 took a family portrait that day. That night, she dreamed of her mother again. At first, she thought her mother was happy about the new house, but instead her mother scolded her. You're about to give birth. Why is your husband still out at sea fishing? Then she repeated a warning. Your neighbor's family just bought a new truck. As soon as her mother finished speaking, she woke from the dream. A sharp pain in her belly told her the baby was coming. Remembering what her mother told her in the dream about the neighbor's truck, she quickly called her daughter to go check. The neighbor drove them to the hospital. She gave birth to another boy without any trouble. And just like that, her place in her husband's family rose even higher.